What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 6, episode 21. I am Danielle,
And I'm Keisha.
and praise the Lord, we're Thanksgiving week.
Amen, Jesus.
Yes, listen, but
Yes, thankful for a lot of
a lot of
things.
things. Yes, we can definitely be thankful for a lot of things.
Yes. It's been an
Um,
interesting year.
girl,
But what they say, what the old folks say, God is still able.
that's it.
So
That's it.
it's been we've been off for about 2 weeks because
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been
we
about
recorded
two
a couple of
weeks.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um, and it has been fuckery at its finest.
Listen,
I mean, just crazy
my
stuff.
God. Ugh.
I ain't even talking about politics this time.
No.
Because I'm sick of them.
Yeah, it's just like enough's enough. Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's resigning. That was probably like the biggest story besides the Epstein file stuff, but we already knew about all that stuff.
Yeah, like
So
y'all
yeah.
perverts. We already knew
Yeah,
that.
we knew
Like
that. Yeah.
none of that with all the documentaries that we have watched on Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
with all of the specials that have been on the ID channel.
Right.
We already know y'all weird.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like it's already known. We know that y'all like children.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Y'all are
we are
obsessed with
already
their
aware of
anatomy and
this.
everything. Yeah, it's weird.
We know that y'all don't care for women that much. We know
Mm-hmm.
that y'all don't think sexual assault is a big thing.
We know that most of y'all are gay, or bisexual. We'll give you that. We know
Yeah,
all
y'all like
this.
men.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all like men.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew all of these things about you.
Right.
Um, and the conversation that a lot of people are not probably prepared to have in their, I don't know, do we consider that a culture? Are they a culture? What are
I don't
they?
think they have any culture, but we can.
Okay. In their group,
There we go.
um,
There we go.
is that a lot of that perversion is embedded in y'all from y'all's, line.
Mm-hmm.
If we go all the way back to Roman times, if we go back to the English, what's their names? Queen Elizabeth I and
Mm-hmm.
all the kings and queen. Y'all been doing that.
Right.
Y'all been having orgies.
Yeah. It ain't
Like
nothing
this
new.
this has been a thing. So it's not necessarily something that we're shocked by.
Not in the slightest.
I mean, if it would have been some black people on the list, that might have disturbed
That
me.
may have did it. Yeah. I may be like, oh, wait a minute now.
But it's y'all. I mean, golly.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have no morals out in the open. You think
Right.
I think y'all got some behind closed doors? I don't. Your morals in public are terrible.
Listen.
I could only imagine what you're doing behind closed doors.
Child, and we're seeing.
So
We're getting a
nothing is
glimpse.
shocking.
Mm-mm.
But there are a few of you who rose your fuckery to the highest level. Brian McKnight. Now, now, now I'm saying this only because some things just need to be kept to yourself.
I
I
mean,
do not disagree with what he said,
because
but
I get what
I
he was
don't
saying.
think it always needs to be said.
I mean, it's like he's really just sticking it. And the thing is, it's not hurting your ex-wife. This is hurting your kids, and it just shows that you don't care. And one of them has passed away, and you don't
Yeah.
give a
Mhm.
fuck.
And so and I know my grandmother used to say this, and I think church people saying, you eat the meat and throw the bone away.
Mm-hmm.
And if we listen to what he said and not pay attention to the fact that it's him,
Right.
I was a little surprised that people were so upset by it.
Mm-hmm.
Only because sometimes I gotta whisper when I talk to y'all. Um I'm only surprised because do all of y'all think y'all's daddies like y'all mamas?
I mean,
I'm not being funny. I'm really concerned that y'all think that people are getting married because they're in love.
mm-hmm.
Do y'all know that a lot, and he's from the South.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how many people got married because y'all's mamas and grandmamas got pregnant?
Right.
Them men didn't love them. It was just unheard of that And back then they called them bastards.
Mhm.
That bastard children would be born into a family.
Right.
That was like damn near punishable by death.
Mhm.
Even in the 90s and 80s.
Yeah.
It was unacceptable. And his mother was heavily active in the church.
Yes.
If you listened to what he said, his mother was heavily active in the church. And I tell you, as a church kid, he said if he committed any wrongdoings, his mother would be held accountable for that.
Mhm.
And he did not want his mother to get in trouble. His mother would have got sat down. And that is real church talk right there.
Mhm.
Your kids get to acting a fool, you got to sit yourself down.
You got to be held accountable for that.
Yes, because your kids are still kids. And something else he said. She was 18, he was 20. He
Mhm.
said we didn't really know each other, but we was having sex.
Right.
And she said she didn't want the baby, and I said I don't think we should have a baby. We don't know each other.
Mhm.
He go to California to sign his papers or be Brian McKnight or whatever his thing was. He come back, she done changed her mind and said, "No, I'm gonna keep the baby."
Mhm.
And so he like, I got to tell my mama, but again, he don't want his mother to be held accountable for what he doing wrong.
Right.
Y'all act like this is foreign talk to y'all.
Mhm.
And that was the thing that kind of, but I think it's the new people. You think it's the new people?
It's the new people. It's definitely the new people who don't understand. And like you
Oh,
said, I think when it comes back to, and we always take it there, but we grew up in the church, so we get
yeah,
it. We
yeah.
get it on that aspect. And it's not saying that he's still not trash, because we're going to get into that. But, it's just like when you look at the whole big picture as to why, and this may be, and I hate to really kind of defend him, but
Hmm.
it may be something that he's finally truly,
He's
regardless of
able to
he's
say.
able to
Hmm.
say, and he's coming to the realization. But it's just the delivery is so fucked up.
Hmm. I
That's
think and again, I know women, we don't always deal in truth.
mm-hmm.
We um we have an unhealthy level of delusion sometimes.
Oh, totally, yeah.
And I'm saying that because we really believe in the fairy tale. And I'm not saying that the fairy tale cannot exist.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when we hear people tell the gut bucket truth, it makes us cringe. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying us as women.
Yeah.
It makes us feel like, oh, how dare you, you know, say that. But when you just think about it, it's just his truth. Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he wasn't sitting there calling her bees and I was like
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't saying anything that was like, oh God, he's so disrespectful. He was just saying, look, this is where I was at that time. This
Right.
is I was not in love. Like my children, and I'm gonna say that again. A lot of children were not created in love. I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily think my mom and daddy was in love.
I don't think mine were either. Mine were high
I
school
mean,
sweethearts, and they didn't know anything. They were young.
my daddy got, listen, how old am I? 45.
Yeah.
My sister is 46.
Mm-hmm.
She older than me, but me and her gonna be 46 at the same time.
Right.
When I turn 46, my other sister gonna turn 46. We probably gonna be triplets for
Right.
about a month.
Okay, that part.
Baby, ain't no love. Like what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Right.
See, because he married her, I think that people think that means something.
Yeah.
Y'all know how many people get married and they don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that I'm disturbed about. I was less disturbed by what he said and more concerned that you all were offended by these things, like you don't know that this happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know that that is some people's truth.
Yeah. And
That's what it was a little like, whoa.
yeah, and that part, like when you really look into what he's saying, and the thing, like, okay, I get that, but I just think it's just like, who is still asking him these questions, or is he
Hmm.
just venting? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know, because it
I
was
don't
kind
think
of
the
hard to
interviewer
tell.
was necessarily like on his, like, I don't know if he was on his side,
Mm-hmm.
but I think people wanted to hear from him
Yeah.
because in a more controlled setting, because when his kids like said all that stuff about him,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he responded, but every time he responds, people are just not happy about what he says because they just don't like it.
Yeah.
It is not necessarily him being an a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't like it.
Right.
Because it probably makes them uncomfortable on some level to like have to think about what he says.
Yeah. Because like you said, a lot of us weren't created in love. So
No.
it's like, so it does like bring it home in a sense.
Hmm.
But, it's just like, dude,
I talked about this with a friend of mine, and she said, we always tell men that they're safe or they can say this or
Mm-hmm.
this is a safe space. She said, but when they express how they feel, we attack them for it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, but we will let a woman say the exact same thing he said.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, I know that's right, girl. Like, it's
That's
cool to
true.
say.
Yeah.
But when men say it, it's like, oh, how dare you?
Mm-hmm.
I really want us to get out of that place that we don't think men have the exact same feelings that we do.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with someone, and they were like saying something negative about their mate. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, well, I'm sure he probably has the same, if you feel that way, I'm sure like hey, he probably feels the same way because the tension is probably thick. And she was like shocked. She said,
Mm-hmm.
who?
Like, wait a minute.
I
Like,
said,
what?
him.
Right.
You think that you're the only one that feels that way? You think that he doesn't have some objections to you?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, why would he feel any kind of way? I'm like, oh yeah, y'all going crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all going crazy.
Yeah. And I just thought about something else. Like, we also look at it differently too, because some people, because he's a celebrity, and like us, we grew up on his music and stuff like that. So he's looked at differently. You look at the music, you look at it's just like almost like, and I'm not trying to put them in the same category. I'm just saying, but
Mm-hmm.
like him and Bill Cosby, when all that stuff came out about Bill Cosby, it's like he joked about these things for years, but
Mm-hmm.
until like everything was brought into light, that he's allegedly did or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of changed people's perception of him because he was put like he
Mm-hmm.
was America's dad. We loved his show. We still love his
Right.
show. We love his movies, but
Mm-hmm.
so I think like with Brian McKnight, even though I wasn't the biggest Brian McKnight fan, I still liked his music.
I
Yeah,
am.
so it was like,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of look at celebrities a little differently. It's just like we were talking last episode, like the Braxtons. It's like we love the Braxtons, but the shit that they got going on, and it's just like then you got to set back and you're like,
Uh-huh.
well, these people are human,
Yeah.
but celebrities, and it just goes to prove that
Mm-hmm.
they are put on a pedestal.
I heard a preacher, he's some people probably don't know him. His name is Brian Carn, and
Mm-hmm.
he's a prophet and a preacher, a pastor, and he is probably younger than me. If I'm 45, he's gotta be, I want to say maybe he's 35.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's 40 yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he has been in the middle of so many indiscretions.
Mm-hmm.
He is talented. He is gifted. He is like absolutely 100%. I will never take that away from him.
Right.
But he was recently on a podcast and he brought up such a great point in line with what you said about like celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I was young preaching.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so some of the things that people were able to do who were in the same profession as me, but they were able to do it out of the eye of the spotlight.
Oh
Like they
yeah.
didn't. He said, so while I was young, and I mean, he was young, we talking 17, 18, preaching,
Mm-hmm.
like gifted. But again, he's still a teenager.
Right.
He's still a young man.
Mm-hmm.
So he was always in the middle of something where he was like sleeping with women, But
Mm-hmm.
again, he's a young guy.
Exactly. And he's doing what young
And
guys do.
exactly. And because like he said, because I was growing up out in the open in front of everybody, I didn't have that luxury to make those mistakes behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
I
I've
made
I've
all of my
heard that
mistakes out in
before.
the open.
Yeah.
And it just dropped on me because of how you said, like, we put celebrities on this pedestal. We expect so much from them, but they're just human. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
they're no different than anybody else, So the whole, and I, everybody knows I'm like a defender of men. I think the people on the internet would call me a pick Misha. Um,
Not a
but what I'm
pygmy,
saying,
thank you.
because sometimes I just think that as women, we are very one-sided. I'm not telling you to be on their side and excuse what they do, because sometimes they be on bullshit. I'm not saying that. But we have got to, everything has to be even. It cannot always be their fault.
Right. This is true. This is true.
It's not realistic. I like to deal in like facts. I want you to push your emotions down and let's look at the facts of the situation. The whole situation with Bill Cosby, and I have probably told this story 10,000 times, y'all, the stuff that he was dropping in women's drinks, that was the thing when he grew up, the era he grew up in. I'm going to keep saying it. I was a kid in the 80s. I was born in 80. So I'm talking 83, 84. I have a very vivid memory. I can remember going in the bathroom as a child and the machines that used to be a machine in the bathroom. And one side had tampons, the other side had Spanish fly. I can remember seeing that as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes when you would walk to the bathroom, like right where the payphone was, the machine would be right there next to the payphone, where you could put your money in there and Spanish fly would come out the damn machine.
See?
So when people was so like, oh my God, and I was thinking like, well, that was normal when in his day.
Yeah, it was.
It was not a big deal because they took Quaaludes, they took drugs, like that was a normal thing.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, in the late 60s.
Psychedelics, all that stuff. Y'all think it's cute, but it was a real thing.
It was a real thing. Like that stuff is not made up. So it was kind of weird. And I'm sure he was blindsided by it himself to be like, this just how we get down. Like this what we do. Like this is the thing. And I don't care what nobody say. You did not take your ass to that married man's house at night and you knew his wife wasn't there and you didn't think y'all was getting ready to do nothing. I don't know who are you asking to believe that?
Right.
What did you think you were going over there for?
Oh, just
he ain't got no TV shows. Ain't nothing going on that he can put you on or get you in. Same when y'all was going up to Harry Weinstein's hotel room and y'all said he was naked walking around and with a bathrobe. What did y'all think was going to happen? Why y'all ain't run?
Right.
I mean, some of this, but see, we're not allowed to ask those questions.
Because then you're victim blaming and
we're not allowed to make those statements. And I feel like those are just, for somebody like me, I am inquisitive.
Right.
I need to get to the bottom of this.
I got questions.
So I'm going to ask, what was going through your mind at that moment? When you went there, what did you think was getting ready to happen?
Right.
I don't know.
And it's the culture we're in too. It's like you can't ask those questions.
It's weird. It's weird. So like we're just not.
One-sided.
It's terrible that you just can't. You're just supposed to take. Everybody's a puppet now. Nobody has a brain of their own.
No.
Nobody can think. And speaking of not having a brain,
go ahead, girl.
Juelz Santana.
Listen. Y'all gonna stop listening to these niggas and this niggatry that they spew out.
Oh, my Jesus, right now. I don't know what the attack on having common sense and having an education is.
I don't get it.
I don't get why y'all hate reading so much.
Listen, because he told y'all, don't learn how to read, learn how to start a business.
Oh my God.
There's so many things to pick apart with just that right there.
Oh my God. I be so sick of fussing with people about kids being dumb. But it's disturbing. It is disturbing, and to me, it's more disturbing when Black people do it
It's like they
because
already
white
want us
people have the
dumb.
money for privilege.
Right.
They have the money to buy themselves out of situations. Like, we have been at the lower end of the wealth gap for a long time. And I just don't understand why y'all hate education. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what I really am interested to know what about being educated makes y'all so mad.
Exactly.
Kids don't need to learn how to read, they need to learn how to start a business.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
It's just like listening to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
oh Lord. I mean,
It's the
basically.
dope. It's the dope. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
Jules used to be on dope?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the dope, man. That's what be
Yeah.
messing name. My grandma be saying it all the time. That dope done fried their brain. It done fried it.
And look, in all those comments, people were making fun of him for mispronouncing words and everything like that. So if you want to sound illiterate like him, don't learn how to read, basically.
I mean, and this is why there should be a series of tests that they give out before they start letting y'all buy podcast mics. I feel like at this point, a bachelor's degree should just be required.
I mean,
It should just be required for you to get one.
something.
Send us proof of your degree. Do like the Chinese. Do like them. You because they have really made it like a thing where you cannot get on the internet in China and just spew out advice
Mm-hmm.
and say stuff if you do not have the educational credentials to back it up.
Right.
Because at this point, especially in this time, you
Mm-hmm.
are in. Do y'all know how many kids? Because see, we see people going to college now.
Right.
We do see, but do y'all understand how many kids are not going?
Still not going. Yep.
Literally graduating from high school and doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Not even going to get a fucking skill.
No.
And
Barely getting
y'all
a
let them
job.
watch this shit freely.
And then they listen to
Somebody
it.
encouraging them to not fucking read.
Mm-hmm.
My God,
I
on today.
mean, when I just saw the headline, and like I'm not one of those people that just like, some people just look at the headline and they'll be like, oh, bitch, because there's clickbait, and stuff like that. But I was like, no, this nigga really said that.
Hold on, and was stuttering like couldn't get the
That's what
words
I'm
out when he was talking.
saying. And then y'all in the comments making fun of him, but y'all
Mm,
probably agreeing with them. Not, and that might be a general statement, but
mm, mm.
or general assumption, I should say. But Lord have
Child.
mercy. I was just like, I mean, I couldn't even get mad. I was just like, I just posted the clip, like, here y'all go.
Jimmy, don't stand by him no more.
Don't do it.
Don't stand by him no more.
Because at least you and May sound like y'all got some sense every now and then. Y'all talk like
Yeah.
somebody's older uncle. I get that, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, don't go
Yeah.
down that.
Cameron is cool, but now that we talking about dumb stuff. So I heard people, some podcaster and he ain't a podcaster, he's actually on the radio in New York, talking about I'm not glorifying nobody coming home from prison. Like, y'all niggas is
Oh
crazy. Y'all
yeah, I
somewhere
saw
because
that.
Max B got released.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's like, y'all tripping. Like, do y'all understand that a man actually died behind that stuff? So I went to the comments and people were like, oh, you stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't even there. Do y'all know that he wasn't even there? So, I just told you I'm inquisitive.
Right.
I need to know all the answers.
Right.
So I had to go read the case for
I
myself.
did too. I did too.
I
'Cause I
needed to
forgot all
see what
about
the fuck
him.
is going on, what they talking about. Because this ain't making sense to me. Because now, I didn't understand why he went to jail. I just knew he went to jail for a murder and a robbery or something.
Yeah.
And he did. His sentence got knocked down and he only had to do 16 years.
Right.
So I read it. Now, they came up with this scheme where they was robbing people. He was like him and somebody else what we would consider the masterminds of the scheme.
Right.
He didn't always have to do the robbing, basically. Well, this one time they set up this robbery and a man got killed.
Yep.
And so of course, I mean, we watched the first 48 enough times. We know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna go to prison. You go to prison for the murder because you was
Yeah,
involved.
you were involved. It don't matter.
And so he goes to prison for the murder. I don't remember how they appeal. I think they appealed the case or something,
Mm.
and he got it knocked down to like 16 years. So he did it 16 years and he came home. And they like the wave, the wave, the wave. And I did think it was kind of weird. And so then once I read the case, I said, oh yeah, y'all niggas is tripping. Like he killed somebody. Like, and he may
Yeah.
not have directly pulled the trigger, but he was involved in a man losing his life over some scheme to get some money. Cause you
Mm-hmm.
niggas don't want to get no honest money.
Right.
I feel like everybody else feel now, like, yeah, y'all should not be glorifying that.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yep.
But this goes back to Juelz Santana being a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why it's so many YNs. I just watched a man in the Bronx. His car was parked and he was coming outside to move his car. He had to hook up the sensor in the front of his car. It must have been a kill switch.
Uh-huh.
He hooked it back up, so he could drive the car.
Right.
Because at night when he goes in, he takes it off.
That's a shame.
He takes his emblem off. So he had to hook the switch back up, put his emblem back on, and something I had never seen in my life. He had mirror locks.
What?
They are locking up their fucking side view mirrors.
Oh my goodness.
And y'all somewhere glorifying a nigga coming home from prison for a scheme that he done came up with that done killed a man.
Exactly.
Just like these YNs be out here stealing people's cars and stuff.
Yeah.
To the point now that people are locking up their side view mirrors.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing about it is that them stealing these cars and everything like that, they're not doing it like to make money, because you can't make money off no fucking Kia. I'm sorry. So they're just doing it just to do it now.
I'm so glad you brought this up, because this is always going to be my question, and I'm going to need an answer. I'm going to have to find a YN and ask him, what is the cut on these robberies?
Listen.
Because it be 7 of y'all running in a cell phone store, and how do we divide this money up?
Exactly.
Do you just, whatever you grab, that's what you sell?
Mm-hmm.
Or like how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Because
and I think
what is the profit
know.
margin?
Yeah, a lot of them probably don't even know. They just getting shit because they think they can, and it's like, I'm going to get this, I'm going to try to sell this, and it's no rhyme or reason to it.
Because $100 ain't enough. Like, what's the cut? What is the split when it's 8 of y'all?
Exactly. I mean, when we were growing up, $100 wasn't shit. That would go like in one swooped pair of Jordans.
Oh my
so
Lord.
It's like, I mean, oh my God.
I always want to know what's the numbers. What's the numbers?
And I think that a lot of them are just doing it just to say that they did it.
Because y'all think it's fun. It's something to do.
Yep, until one of y'all gets killed or something like that. Just like, what was this? I don't think that I talked about this, but a few weeks ago, I was coming home from work. And of course, I had to pee like Seabiscuit. So, so I couldn't get through because right at the top of my street, there was a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And because somebody died in the car accident, I'm going to explain what happened in a second. But somebody died in the car accident, they had it all blocked off. So I couldn't get home for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to park in this parking lot and just wait,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what happened was at the Giant Eagle right down the street from where I live, somebody stole a car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They stole a car, and I think it was one of the kids that were in the car that stole it. I think they got killed. Now, I may be wrong. I don't know if it was them or if it was the innocent passenger in the other car. I can't remember that part. But somebody got killed in this. It doesn't matter. Somebody it doesn't matter if it was who stole it or whatever. Somebody lost their life off some bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? What are y'all doing?
What is the profit? I'm going to keep asking.
Yeah.
What is the cut on this? Because it just can't be enough money, y'all.
It can't be enough. And it's always, like you said, it's not just one. It's a group of them.
Yeah. Or y'all just joyriding?
I think that's what it is. I truly think that's what it is because this ain't like Gone in 60 Seconds where y'all out here stealing some real shit and, taking it to, somewhere where y'all can get a cut and, thousands of dollars, something like that. Y'all ain't getting no money. It's
I
just
feel
for a
like I heard them
joyride.
say the street value, if you can steal a Kia, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they said 19,000.
How?
Girl, they be chopping it up for parts.
Oh, okay. I
They
can
be
see that.
shipping
Yeah,
cars
when you take it to the chop
overseas.
shop. Okay, I get. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
they be shipping them overseas. But if
Oh
you can
shit.
get a Kia, is the first one. It was like 19,000. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Hondas might have kind of been up there.
Yeah, those are just harder to steal. They figured out that Kias were a little easier to steal, because
Yeah,
of what you can do or whatever. So,
Child,
I mean,
crazy.
it is.
And so I'll do that one last. Candy and Todd. Candy and
Yes, Candy
Todd.
and Todd.
Candy and Todd. Well,
Mm.
it has come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
It has come to an end. Mama Joyce can put her voodoo dolls away now.
Exactly. Until the
She
next one
done
comes,
went
she
on
can bring them back
ahead.
out when the next one comes
And
along.
but all jokes aside,
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, here
I
I go
saw it
again.
coming, but
I feel like we knew though it wasn't gonna work out
this wasn't
until
gonna
we
work
know
out.
that.
I'm sorry.
And not saying nobody prayed on their downfall,
Yeah.
but I just think it was kind of like he didn't seem like he necessarily liked her. If I can,
Right.
like, he
Yeah.
didn't. And remember, so they have this clip going around. I never saw the episode
Me
of the
either.
husbands all
Yeah.
sitting around talking,
When you
but
sent
they
me that,
say
I
they
was like,
only
where
did
was
it for
this?
one season.
Mm-hmm.
And they were asking why they asked this question. I do not know. It is highly
Messy.
inappropriate to ask.
Yes.
But they asked the husbands which housewife would they want to be with if they wasn't with their wife.
Mm-hmm. And then the rest of them like skipped the question. They were like, "Nah, I ain't going there." Like it was Apollo,
I bet George did. I
Greg.
bet was that his name? Greg. I bet Greg skipped it.
Oh yeah, I know he did because he knew better than that.
Greg didn't have eyes for nobody but his woman.
That's it.
Um, and of course Todd said Portia. He said, I'm gonna just say it like this: Portia, Portia, Portia.
Mm-hmm.
But this leads me to believe that when they tried to paint Phaedra out to be lying,
Mm-hmm.
Phaedra was not lying, y'all.
No, and we said that from the beginning. We said that when it first happened that no, this is some truth to this.
I just saw Jason Lee. Is that his name? Is that
Mm-hmm.
his name? I just saw Jason Lee interviewing Phaedra. And he said, when you work on reality TV, for those of you who don't know, who have never worked on reality TV, there are what we call four walls.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, the first wall, second wall, the third wall. He said, but that fourth wall is the thing that you all never see on camera. He said, because the third wall is the thing that you all never see on camera, but we openly talk about it.
Right.
The fourth wall is the thing that you all don't see, and we're never supposed to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
He says, so when I saw you, Phaedra, get into that situation with Candy and Portia, I kept saying to myself, fourth wall, fourth wall. And Portia, and I want to say, I don't care what they say about Phaedra, Phaedra still didn't go into detail.
No.
She said, because she said, she kind of twisting her head how she always do. She said, but it's in a contract. She's like, it's nothing, she said, and these people know that there are things that I won't say and can't say because I know contracts. Like that's my world.
Mm-hmm.
So, I couldn't, and she still wouldn't say it.
Right. And she did that a lot. She did that a lot. When she would do that, because that just reminded me when you said when
Fourth
she would
wall.
twist her head and everything like that.
Yep.
She wanted to say something, but she knew she
Yep.
couldn't.
She knew that she couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I say Carlos got away with that one. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
stand on it. Carlos told Phaedra that.
Oh yeah.
And she couldn't say that he told her.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and now we see why. She was under contract. You
Yep.
cannot say. She knew that she was bound to that contract. She could not
Mm-hmm.
tell what was said. I knew from the beginning because that is the season that Carlos left.
Yep.
That is the season that Carlos left and he started Kingdom Reign.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Oh, child,
Child.
Carlos is messy.
Very. Oh, he's one of the messy Detroit queens. Just
Listen,
to the bone.
very messy.
Yes.
He knew, and he knew who to do that to.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why he will keep making an opening for Phaedra.
Oh yeah.
That's why because she's loyal.
Mm-hmm.
She's loyal and she stick to that contract she signed.
Yep, and he knows that.
He knows that. And their divorce just further makes me feel like Phaedra wasn't lying on y'all.
Mm-mm.
Because for me to see that clip and to hear Todd say Portia that many times,
Yeah.
and know that Kandi is and wasn't has been open in their marriage to having threesomes.
Mm-hmm.
She's been very open about saying that.
Yep, because that's why I
y'all
said they've
was
always
trying to
got
sleep
down
with
like
Portia.
that. Yep, that's what it was. Mm-hmm.
Y'all was trying to sleep with Portia, and I wouldn't doubt if y'all didn't.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't doubt it, because Portia over there dating girls now.
Yeah. And this ain't just start.
No, Portia over there dating girls now.
Nope.
And I'm going to tell you just like this. Kandi and Portia probably going to be bumping in a minute.
Listen.
Behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm. If they haven't yet, just saying.
Listen. I don't doubt it for 1 second. We knew the marriage was headed to the hills when he didn't want to sign a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was weird.
Yep.
And they was on Black Love. And what did they ask? Cody and them asked him on Black Love, was he thinking about getting married? Like, was that? He said no, not really.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I just thought she was cool. It was a cool little chick.
Yeah.
She got a big booty. She all right.
Yeah, he wasn't into
She
her
cool
like
to hang
that.
out with. He didn't. You married him?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he described you.
Yep. It was doomed from the start. I was like, you got to pay attention to things. And people, they just see, all y'all building this empire and everything like that, which the empire's been crumbling. Let's just keep it real.
Child, they ain't had no success on a project that they worked together.
None.
Together. When she got with him, that play flopped. Blaze closed.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't heard no good reviews from Blaze.
No.
OLG going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
I mean, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but he saw dollar signs. He saw, like, I can, live the life that I've always wanted to live. Because, mind you, he was a cameraman.
He's a New York hustler.
Yeah. So.
And she said she having a hard time. And I know she probably is.
Yeah.
But I think you made yourself a mark. I think I was telling my mother. I said she made herself an easy mark the moment she got on that stage screaming, if I want to, I can take care of every motherfucker in here. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a classic line and it's a read, but
here
you
they
set
come.
yourself up. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here they come to be taken care of, baby.
Mm-hmm. Lining up.
Somehow what they say, she's known in the city of Atlanta for being a big mama.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. And that's why Mama Joyce is always on guard, and she, like you said, she keeps that voodoo doll up until the next one comes along. So,
damn.
Because ain't nobody gonna be good enough for Kandi in her eyes, because she knows what they want. And even if they don't.
And she actually does love her daughter.
She does.
She actually is like a mom that is like behind the scenes telling you how great you are and like how wonderful you are and what you deserve. Like she really is like a mom that says that stuff to Kandi.
She's one of them
she
old
always
school
wants to
moms.
see the best for her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
And you got to remember too, that's her last living child because Candy's brother died years ago. So, so she's probably not saying that she wasn't from the beginning protective and, because she's been involved in her career, I'm sure even before her career started. So, not only that, but this is her last living child, so she's going to be extra.
Mm,
That's why we always just laugh at Mama Joyce like, "Up here she come again," because we get it.
yeah.
It's just like she's funny and she could be ridiculous with her sayings and stuff, but like when she showed up at Phaedra's office incognito, baby, that is a classic. But that may have been played up a little bit, of course.
I pray to God that Candy don't get back on the Housewives.
I know, right?
Please don't, please
Because I
don't,
could see her
please don't.
just thinking like, up more money, but I just hope she
Or if
doesn't.
she come back, get all the OGs back. Get them plastic
Yeah.
faces off of there.
I mean,
Cause
I
they
don't even know
faces
who's
kind of
on there
scare me a little
now.
bit.
I
They
can't even
scare
tell you
me.
who's on there. I mean, child.
Portia. That's all I know.
That's it. That's it. And
I
she's
think
hanging
I
on
think
with a
Portia's still
thread.
on there.
And she on there just because now she bisexual. Because other than that, she ain't got nothing going on. That divorce stuff with her and what's his face, that ain't nothing anymore. So
Is it done? Is it over
yeah,
with?
if even if it's not, ain't nobody thinking about him. Then he get deported,
Yeah,
so he
he
can't
living a
even be
life too in
involved.
Africa. He living.
Listen,
Listen,
baby.
I'd have went with him because
Okay.
America ain't looking too
It
great
ain't looking,
herself.
yeah. So he's over there living it up like a king, and
Honey, because I still follow Simon. I think
the Simon. Like I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but yeah.
I still follow him, and yeah, he over
Hmm.
there living
Oh yeah, he
shit.
living it up. So
Mhm.
but child, I don't know.
And the last thing I want to talk about is Girl Lala. I don't know if everybody knows who Girl Lala is, but she is a social media influencer that's trans,
Mm-hmm.
and she got unalived by her boyfriend.
Mm.
And it was so crazy because I had literally been watching her videos and not even knowing, probably was watching them 2 days after she got killed
Mm.
and had no clue that she had been killed.
Yeah, I didn't know for a few days either. I've seen her videos before, and I've heard T.S. Madison talk about her in the past, but yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
because I
that
think
she
she's
was
from Florida. They're
unalived.
from
Yeah.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so it was like, dang. And she had, and I brought this up because everybody just needs to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Like in every relationship, you need to be careful
Yeah.
because he was on, I guess somebody had it looks like Instagram messages that somebody was like voice messages on Instagram he was sending somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like he didn't want to be with her. Um but and I it's, this whole situation is just like mind-boggling to me
Mm-hmm.
because I was watching her videos and I'm like, oh, she has like a boyfriend. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a dude.
Right.
And I was kind of like, at first I was thinking to myself, does he know that that's a dude?
Oh, he knew.
Like,
Yeah.
and like they were like, because I'm talking about going to the water parks, going to the beach, and he was like, kind of like, I don't want, yeah, aggressive. I would use the word aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
kind of controlling a little bit. And I was kind of looking at them like, oh, they're like a nice couple. That's nice for her. Like, I'm glad that, she has found somebody, to like love her, like out in the open, basically,
Right.
and
Right.
not be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Only to hear the messages. And I think this is a case for a lot of people. And I'm bringing this up because something else happened on social media that I saw, and I got to go find the guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I bring it up because he was on the recorded message saying that he didn't, want to be with her, but he said, but where I'm gonna go,
Mm.
ain't no woman gonna be with me now that
That he's
she
been with a
knows
trans
that
woman.
he's been exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I saw this guy. I don't know if you know who he is. Um, he he was on a podcast with somebody, and the girl asked him, would you have come out if you didn't get exposed?
Mm-hmm.
So some trans girl he was messing with basically outed him And I think the girl was like known because I feel like I've seen that name before, but I don't, I'm not that familiar.
Yeah.
And so he said, no, fuck no. He said, so she said, so are you comfortable with it? Like, are you just okay with it? Or like, what's your feeling on it?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I mean, it let me know who fuck with me for real. Like, as far as like his friends and like
Right.
family, I guess. He like, cause that's what it really showed me. It's like who really fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, later, I guess maybe after the podcast was over and once people had started to see it, he was on live. And he said, and this is where I got a problem with it. He made a statement and said, I mean, for real, it's making it hard for the females to fuck with a nigga. Hold on, sir.
Mm.
Everybody hold up. I said, I just wish, and it actually don't be the trans girls doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It be the men.
Yeah.
And I said, I wish that y'all would leave us out of this.
Right. It's an easy scapegoat.
Like, stop bringing women into this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We have nothing to do with this.
Right.
And I actually commented this. I wish that y'all would leave us out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went further, and I don't know how much I can say here, but he was like, basically, how many people are on live and somebody screen records their live?
Mm-hmm.
So he must have been seeing, the comments that people were saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, y'all need to chill, cause I don't be hitting no trannies raw. Like I use condoms."
Oh my gosh. See, you doing the most now.
Do you see the delusion though? Do we
Mm-hmm.
all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Further goes on to say, then it switched. I don't be hitting them for real. I just be getting top. Now hold on.
Come on now.
Something ain't right here. And this is why I said, leave us out of this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it be the men who is doing this and keeping this divide.
Oh yeah.
I said, and sir, you talking about it's making it hard for the females. Sir, it's hard because you like men.
Exactly. And
Like,
just say it.
there is no comparison. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
we cannot fulfill your desire.
Right.
So don't bring us into this conversation. Like, that is the offense that I have. And that's not even an issue with trans women. That is with the men.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do y'all do that?
Right. It's easy. It's an easy scapegoat, and then you have the women like Just Hilarious, who feed into that and feed into this delusion that it's the trans women's fault. For
No, that man is
everything.
just not
Yeah.
straight. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's what
don't,
it comes down to. Yeah.
it just comes down to the fact that you don't have what he desires.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why in bold letters I said, and that's okay. It's
Exactly.
okay if people fighting the urge to say that they are attracted to the same sex in 2025 is very weird to
It's
me.
weird.
It is just, at this point, it's weird.
Yeah, y'all do everything else, but when it comes to that, nope,
Because, and my thing is, there is a whole community.
mm-hmm.
Like, they're going to take you in. They're going to love on you. Like, they have resources. Like, it's not like you're going to just come out and say, and yes, I know that your way of life is going to change. I'm not oblivious to that fact.
Right.
But if you lose your earthly family, you will be taken into a new family, into a
Mm-hmm.
new way of life. So I just think that is always puzzling to me.
Yeah.
Like, just in 2025.
Mm-hmm. Like, just admit it. And then the thing too is, trust me, I've seen it. There are a lot of women that date gay men, bisexual men, men who date trans women.
Remember earlier how I said a lot of that stuff be from y'all's group, from their group, like the
Mm-hmm.
white people? Y'all, white men been sleeping with other white men. It used to be a movie. I can't think of what that movie is called, but
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching it when I was probably 15, 13, or yeah, I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And that woman's husband was sleeping with a man. And it was set in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
might have been the late 40s.
Listen, oh, it's been going
It's
down.
been, y'all, it's been going on. They
Mm-hmm.
had ways that they was meeting. Back then, they used to have real magazines
Yeah.
that they was sliding around and hiding. Ways
Mm-hmm.
that they could hook up and meet with each other.
Yep.
So the fact that the acceptance has grown and it's so great now,
Mm-hmm.
y'all hiding just seems like you need therapy. You
Yeah,
probably
that's
just need
what
to
it
go to
is.
therapy.
That's what it is.
Because now that is what makes me feel like you think that you're doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that has to do with how you think you're going to be perceived or the world or anything like that, because it is widely accepted.
Right.
That is a personal issue with you. You feel like what you're doing is wrong and you need to seek some help.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Like something is off with you.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with, oh, if I tell the people, they ain't gonna accept me the same. No, that's
Mm-hmm.
a you using that as an excuse.
And I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of the perception is like this man obviously knew that his girlfriend was trans, obviously.
Yes, yes.
And that's the case with a lot of these, but the media and people who are telling the story make it sound like, now I'm not saying that there
Mm-hmm.
aren't, trans girls out there and even trans men
Mm-hmm.
out there that won't tell
Who are
you,
not being open?
who aren't being
Yes,
open,
yes.
and still not saying that that's right, for
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen, and I have seen that too,
yeah,
where
so
yeah,
that
they say like they don't want to tell.
right, so that does happen. But
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of these instances, more than none, it's they know
Yeah.
who they're dealing
Mm-hmm.
with, but
Yeah.
when the reality hits them, or
Mm-hmm.
if they're threatened that they're going to come forward with this relationship, or if they just
Mm-hmm.
have this conscience over them like this dude probably did, even before he
And
started
they were
going
in a
online.
relationship for years.
That's
Like
what I'm
him and Girl
yeah.
a lot did not, but he was also violent.
So he already had a lot of issues anyway,
And I'm gonna tell
besides
you
on top of his
now. I'm gonna tell y'all
sexuality.
something, trans women.
Mhm.
Um, I understand you are presenting as a girl,
Mhm.
but when them niggas get mad, they gonna fight you like a man.
Oh yeah. You gonna
You
be
gonna
all
have to
sorts of
fight.
men. Mhm.
You ain't no girl to them no more.
Right. Yep.
So you gonna have to like knuckle up, go get some boxing
Mhm.
lessons.
Exactly.
Don't be so I'm a girl that you
Mhm.
lose the nigga in you.
Right.
Cause you're gonna have to fight them. Cause when you fighting, when they flip that switch on you, you a man to them.
Oh yeah.
And they gonna fight you like that.
Fight you just like one. Yep.
So you gotta be careful. But I have seen women on social media say stuff like that, like,
Mhm.
oh, trans women say that, like, I'm not going to say nothing. I
Mhm.
shouldn't have to tell. And I'll be like, baby, you playing a
No, you
dangerous
gotta
game.
tell. Yeah, and that's what
That's a
happens.
dangerous game. And not only are you playing a dangerous game, it's just how we say for black people to be responsible when they do certain stuff around white people. I feel the
Mhm.
same way about that. You
Exactly.
playing a dangerous game and you making it hard for all your other people.
Yep. Because if you see it's happening to somebody who knew, then what's
Hmm.
going to happen to you when you just spring
When
this
you out
on?
here
Yep.
playing around,
Mhm.
you cannot do that.
Yep.
And I'm sure it's hard. Like, I'm not sitting here like saying like, oh, with judgment. I'm just saying it's more dangerous to not than to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, because you get in there and you get to being intimate with somebody and then you tell them afterwards, do you know the mental anguish
Mhm.
that does to a person?
Mhm.
You can't do that to people.
Right.
And then they just snap
Yeah.
because that was never their intent.
Mhm.
Their intent was not to do that.
Right. And
Their
you just have
intent
to
was to be with a woman.
accept the fact that just because you are now you've transitioned to a woman,
Presenting,
you're now
yes,
presenting as a
yes.
woman, that doesn't mean that everybody's looking at you like that.
No.
So it's just like you just have to be mindful. And
Yeah.
we know you want
Mm-mm.
love too. We know you have feelings and needs and all that stuff, but just be upfront and honest. And
Yeah.
if you get and this is any relationship, if you
Yep.
get any signs that somebody is violent, if they, make comments and stuff like that they're going to do this and do that, believe them and get out of there.
Please do. Because these people
Because
crazy.
yeah, they're crazy as hell.
Please believe him.
Child. And before we get out of here, I do want to say I just saw this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Funky Dineva is
I
so
saw that.
yeah, he said that he has been diagnosed with early stage 1 prostate cancer. So he'll be
Yes.
undergoing surgery.
Mm.
And this is where we always talk about early detection because I have two people in my life, two men. One was I think a second cousin, who was about our age now when he passed away. And
Mm-hmm.
but everybody kept telling him and his immediate family, go get checked out. You don't look right. All this stuff.
Right.
You're complaining about this, that, and the other. But by the time
Mm-hmm.
he got checked out, it was too late.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
happened to a friend's friend of mine. I don't know this person personally, but
Mm-hmm.
I knew them. Yeah, I knew who they were, but I didn't know them like friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that happened. That tore up their whole group, and he had a family. My cousin has a family, and so it's just like,
Yeah.
just go get checked out.
And early detection is important because my
Yeah.
work husband, he um had gone and got his testing. He goes to the doctor
Mhm.
regularly, and
Right.
he's much older. If I'm he's got to be what, 66,
Mhm.
65, 66. He went and got it tested. His numbers were a little elevated, but he did not want them to do the biopsy.
Mm.
He went back the next year because again, he goes to his appointments regularly.
Right.
He went next year and it was elevated again, and he let them do the test.
Yeah.
And it was detected that he had prostate cancer.
See.
But
Mhm.
he had it, he caught it so early that
Good.
it had no stage. So
Good.
he did the chemo treatments
Mhm.
and he was fine.
Yeah.
And I think it's been about 5 years now
Good.
since it happened.
Good.
So early detection can save your life. Like, it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that So just go to the doctor once a year.
Yeah, that's it.
Even if you hate going every single time you sick as a man, just go once a year and let them draw
Yes.
your blood.
Yeah, at least that. Like we finally got my brother. Now my baby brother, he'll go to the doctor, but
Mm-hmm.
my brother Brandon, the middle one, the one my baby daddy, I call him.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's finally going to the doctor, and it probably had a lot to do with what's going on with my mom. But
Right, right.
now he's taking it real seriously, and matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, after we finish recording this, I'm gonna get myself together and go over there and watch the kids because he's gonna go get his labs done.
Yes,
So
yes.
he can make his second appointment.
At least get your labs done. Like, that's
Yes.
whatever that cost is. If it's 125, I
Mhm.
don't know what the cost is of the visit,
Yeah.
but please at least go get that
And
done.
most of the time it's free with insurance because it's
Yeah,
recommended by your doctor. But if it's not, if you feel something's wrong, like even if you go to urgent care and they're like, you need
yeah,
to get your labs done, just pay it. Have
yeah.
them bill you, something. It's
Because
like, come on,
with
you
the
got to
way
get
insurance
that.
is going, I'm sure everybody probably by next year is not necessarily going to have an insurance
Oh
plan.
no, and if they do, it's going to go up.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
So,
even those of
because
us
I'm
that
sure
work.
people will probably drop their insurance plan because it's just
Oh
too
yeah, it's going to be
expensive.
too. Yep. Mhm.
It's way too expensive. So again,
Yeah.
go get checked.
Right.
Men, you don't have
Yeah.
no problem taking no women to go to the doctor.
Exactly.
My grandma had a bump on her eye. My mama, I said, Mom, just give her a Benadryl and put a warm compress on it. Well, I took Mama to the doctor.
Yep, there you go.
Girl,
Uh-huh. Well, she ain't playing no games about her mama, but
oh my Lord Jesus, it be everything. Ask her to
everything.
go to the doctor.
Listen, it
Well,
be happening.
I'll just, oh my
Yeah, that's how
gosh,
my mom
child.
was. My
My
mom was like, I don't
Lord,
get sick, and now look. So
raising
it's
these
like,
old
yeah,
people is difficult.
it's so tiring. Oh my
She called
gosh.
me for Thanksgiving, like, now how do I call and order this turkey from Honey Baked Ham?
Yes.
I said, what? Now I'm mad already.
Right,
Because what do
right.
you mean? How do you call?
Yeah.
Well, what do I say? So I tell her. Now I'm finna fight the girl over there at the damn place on McNally. Cause she
Uh-huh.
called me back talking about, she told me to just order it online. I said, I call the people, just call me back.
Right.
Cause now I'm finna start cussing.
Right. I'll just tell you when to go pick it up. How about that?
And I called her back and said, go get it from over there at the people on 256.
Right.
Just ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, playing games with y'all.
Over there in Hood Highway. We not
Okay.
going on McNaughton.
Listen, just gonna go to another one.
Oh, Lord. I was mad
Child.
as hell
I
too.
bet, yeah. Like ain't nobody playing these games with y'all.
No. I said she could have took your order right there on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. She told me. Now I'm mad again.
Nope. So now I gotta call and get involved.
Now I gotta get involved and it's getting
Yeah.
ready to be a problem.
Okay.
Girl. Well, everyone, as always, you can reach us at girl underscore you know what, at Danny B Speaks, and at Wellness and Women. Until next time, have a happy Thanksgiving and go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Bye
Bye bye.
everyone.